guys, it's Paige, and I'm here to talk to you about my plans for my November TBR. I say plans because this might not go as perfectly as I hope it will. I'm having to use my phone to keep track of everything that I'm going to try to attempt to read this month. I probably have about over 20 books that I want to read this month. I know I'm probably not going to get to all of them, but I want to get to a good majority of them. So I'm going to break this video down into little mini sections to help me keep organized. So the first section I want to show you are paperback copies of books that were sent to me by publishers or authors that they want me to review. The one that I'm definitely going to get to this month is the second book in the Monster of Selkirk series by C.E. Clayton. I fell in love with the first book. I can't even tell you how much I love the first book. And so she just sent me the second one. She signed it. She's so sweet. So go check out the first one and be sure to order the second one and get ready for the third. Next, these two were sent to me by Austin McCauley. They were Not Quite Cinderella by Susan Hughes and Paper Lady by Judith Hollinstead. I'm really excited to get to these books. They are a bit thick, so I'm a little intimidated by them, but I really want to get to them and get them read by the end of November. The next one was on my October TBR pile, and I didn't quite get to it, so I'm going to try to this month. It is Weregirl and Chimera, both by C.D. Bell. I haven't read Weregirl, and Chimera just came out, so I'm hoping to get them both read by the end of November. Next one was sent to me by the author A. Bello. I have worked with A. Bello and Hashtag Press before on the first book in this series, and the second one just released, so they sent me this one to read and review. And it is Emily Knight, I Am Awakened. And look at this cover. It is so gorgeous. Next one I was asked to review by the author, but instead I bought the paperback copy of the book because the cover was so gorgeous. I think this was also on my October TBR and I didn't quite get to it. It is Captive Revel by Erin McDermott, and I am so excited. Hopefully I can get to it this month. It's a really short read, so hopefully I can knock it out in a couple of hours. And the last one I actually got in the Biblio book box, but I have seen it around Instagram everywhere, so I really want to get to it this month. It is Echoes by Miranda Marie. And look at this cover. It is awesome. She is such a sweet person, and I really want to do a good review for her. I am an influencer for Black Chateau, and so I get to choose a book I want to read every month. And this month I chose The Prince by Nanshiska Torres. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right, but please tell me if I pronounced it wrong. But I am excited to get to it. It's really short, so maybe I can knock it out in a couple of hours like Captive Revel. These next two, I was contacted by Dale at the Literary Llama. I was a guest reviewer for her before, and she has some books that she wanted other people to review. And so I couldn't pass up this opportunity. So they are The Girl Who Wouldn't Die by Randall Plate and The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. And hopefully I can knock both of these out in November. Because I am a reviewer for Kidlit Exchange, any books that I get from them I will put at the beginning of my TBR to knock them out as soon as possible. So this first one that just arrived a couple of days ago is The Game Theory by Barry Johnsberg. I am not going to show you the front. It has a sticker with the publicist's phone number on it, and for her privacy I'm not going to show you it. And the person that runs Kidlit Exchange, her name is Kate. She also has another reviewing page in which she posts more adult reads, and certain reviewers for Kidlit can also review those. So I asked to review The Floating World by C. Morgan Babis, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I've had this for a couple of weeks, so I want to get it knocked out soon. Alright, the next few books I'm going to use my phone to remember because they are on ebook format. So I either have them on my Nook or my Kindle to read, and they are also for reviewing purposes. They are Girl in Snow, Rosetta, Breakwater, The Peacock Door, and The Thing About Love. Next, because I am also a rep for Blaze Publishing, they have the sequel to this series coming out, so I want to read it as soon as possible. They are Shadowfall and Shadow Rise, both of them by Audrey Gray, and I hope to be reviewing them pretty soon. And another ebook that I'm going to be reviewing for the month of November for Tums Publishing is Black Keith by Gabriella Lepore. Now here are some books that I'm going to attempt to read for different read-alongs. The first one is for Crystal's Book Club, and I'm going to link it down in the description below. The first book that is up is The Good Daughter. We have 2 weeks to read this, and the book is thankfully available on audiobook on YouTube, so I'm going to attempt to listen to it there. The next one is for the Hot Mess book club that my friend Rihanna is in. I'm also going to link that down below. It is Simon versus the It is Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda by Becky Albertalli. And yes, I did butcher the word Homo sapiens. My bad. This book is for the regular book club that me and my husband go to in a town nearby, and it is The Life Engineered by J.F. Dubois, which is about a woman who whose memory gets transferred into a robot. I couldn't make it through the first time. This is my second attempt at this book. The next book is actually is for my read along that I co-host. This is actually the December book, but I try to read them a month early so I can get everything prepared for it a month in advance. It is Winter Song by S.J. Jones, and I am so excited for this. I heard it's a labyrinth retelling, and I have some great ideas for this. And these last two, if I can get to them without dying from reading too much, what kind of awful death would that be, is Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody. I actually have an ARC of this, and this is a finished copy, so I'm going to try to get through with this so that way I can post a review of that on NetGalley. And Rising by Jennifer Wilson. This is also an Of Tomes book, and I got this in the June, July, something like that, Owl Crate Pass box. So I'm really excited to read this. I love dystopians. Alright, and that is my TBR for November. I know it's very ambitious. I am really scared, but I think I can maybe knock out at least half of them. If I can get to at least half, I'm having a good month. So thank you all again, and if you have any suggestions on how to conquer this massive TBR pile, leave them down below, and I'll see you again. Bye!